So, you've been running your campaign for a while now, the party's gotten into trouble, made some questionable decisions, and maybe, just maybe, they've actually solved a problem or two. But, how's everyone really feeling about the game? Because the best games are the ones where everyone's excited to show up each week. What's up everybody, my name is Steven and this is Above the Table, where we like to talk about how to better run our games. Today I want to talk to you about something I think everyone can get some good value from, and that is a mid-campaign checkup. Also, don't forget, if this video helps you, smash that subscribe button and give the video a like, as it helps the channel out a ton and it's absolutely free. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, to make this process easy, I like to use a Google Forms survey. This makes it convenient and allows players to respond on their own time, and no one has to give up a precious game night. And don't worry, I've already done the work for you. There's a template linked in the description below that you can use as is or customize to fit your game. And if a digital survey isn't your thing or sounds like too much of a hassle, I've also included a printable version in the description so you can run your check-in the old-fashioned way. So, to get this started, let's set a couple of ground rules. Number 1, we're not pining for compliments. This is about getting actionable feedback that helps improve the game. Number 2, we don't want to make this too long. Because, well, let's face it, if the survey feels like a chore, certain players might take forever or not even complete it. So we want to be concise and to the point. We want to identify particular moments that made lasting impact. That way we can take those, reverse engineer them, and identify what parts of our lore, our story, and the game itself we were leveraging at that time, and can look to those as building blocks in the future and places where we might be falling short. With this in mind, I wanted to keep it under 10 questions, so I ended up landing on 8. And here are the current ones that I used this very week with my own players. What has been your favorite moment in the campaign's story so far? What has been your favorite moment for your character so far? What has been your favorite moment from another member of the party so far? What has been your least favorite moment in the campaign's story so far? What is a moment where the party really came together in a way that you enjoyed? What's one unresolved plot thread you're eager to follow up on? What's your character's personal main goal right now? And is there anything you would like to add or let me know about you, your experience in the game, or what you want going forward? These questions don't just help tweak the campaign, they help build it. It's like a fresh backstory, but instead of looking at what happened before the campaign, you're discovering what's important to the characters because of the campaign so far. And once you know that, you can lean into these things and make your game even better. So when do you perform a mid-campaign checkup? When is it too soon? It's certainly never too late. And truthfully, there's no perfect time. Someone with new players or an entirely new party at the table might want to do this only a couple months into a campaign. Someone with a long-term established group might only do this a couple times throughout a multi-year campaign, while others might just make sure they're doing it every 6 months or so. To make this simple, this is what I'll say. Check in on your players and your campaign when you cannot answer questions like these yourself. Sure, often groups talk about the game afterwards, either still at the table or in group messaging, and while we can gain a lot from this if we pay attention and pick apart what people are saying, sometimes these conversations don't have the capability to be as deep or as personal. Not to mention, there are entire sections of the community that almost never talk about their games when they're away from the table. And I know, maybe you're thinking that you don't need a checkup. You know your players and what they're interested in and what they enjoy. And I gotta tell you, if you're willing to give this a shot, you just might be surprised how that one throwaway interaction with an NPC that you've already forgotten about might have been the most impactful moment for one of your players. And well, that just about wraps up today's video, but before we go, I gotta know, what do you think? Will you give your game a mid-campaign checkup? Have you done this in the past? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like and smack that subscribe button as it helps the channel out a ton. And if you'd like to further support me and the channel and have access to exclusive perks, posts, and more down the road as I continue to figure out and set everything up, we do have channel memberships now available here on the site. With that said, I do want to give a shout out to our current channel member, Exaltech. Thank you, man. You're the best. As for the rest of you, thanks guys, and I'll see you on the next one.